Imagine this. You wake up one morning, check your retirement account, and realize you could be paying thousands more in taxes later in life than you ever expected. What if there was a way to change that now, even if it means paying some tax today? That is the heart of a Roth IRA conversion. But is it right for you? Stick around, because the answer could mean the difference between keeping more of your hard-earned money or giving it away to the IRS. Number 1. What is a Roth IRA conversion? Let's start simple. A Roth IRA conversion is when you move money from a traditional IRA or a 401k into a Roth IRA. The big difference is in how these accounts are taxed. With a traditional IRA, you usually don't pay taxes when you put the money in, but you pay taxes when you take it out in retirement. With a Roth IRA, it is the opposite. You pay taxes now, and your withdrawals in retirement are tax-free. Think of it like this. You can pay taxes on the seed or you can pay taxes on the harvest. A conversion means you choose to pay the taxes now while your money grows tax-free for the rest of your life. Example: if you convert $50,000 from a traditional IRA to a Roth IRA today, you'll pay tax on that $50,000 this year. But once it is in the Roth, all future growth and withdrawals in retirement are tax-free. Number 2. Why do people consider a Roth IRA conversion? The main reason is to lower future taxes. Many people believe their tax rate in retirement could be higher than it is today. Converting now lets them lock in today's tax rate. Another reason is flexibility. Roth IRAs do not require you to take money out at a certain age. With a traditional IRA, the government forces you to start taking required minimum distributions at age 73. With a Roth IRA, you don't have to. That means you can let the money grow as long as you want. Example: imagine you retire at 65 and don't need to touch your retirement savings right away. If your money is in a Roth IRA, you can just leave it there. It grows tax-free for decades. With a traditional IRA, you would be forced to start pulling money out at 73, and that could push you into a higher tax bracket. Number 3. When does a Roth IRA conversion make the most sense? A Roth conversion usually works best in years when your income is lower than usual. For example, maybe you took time off work or you retired early but haven't started Social Security yet. Those are prime years to convert because you'll pay taxes at a lower rate. It can also make sense if you believe tax rates in the USA will rise in the future. Paying tax today at 22% might feel painful, but if your future rate is 28%, you'll be glad you converted. Example: let's say you are 60, retired, and living off savings. Your taxable income this year is only $20,000. That puts you in a relatively low tax bracket. This could be a golden year to convert part of your traditional IRA into a Roth and pay less tax on the conversion. Number 4. When might a Roth IRA conversion be a bad idea? It can backfire if you convert during a high-income year. Imagine you already earn $120,000 at your job. If you add a big conversion on top of that, it might push you into a much higher tax bracket. That means you'll pay more tax than necessary. It can also be a problem if you don't have money outside of your IRA to cover the taxes. If you use IRA money to pay the tax bill, you shrink the amount that can grow tax-free in the future. Example: you want to convert $50,000 and your tax bill will be $10,000. If you have $10,000 in savings to pay the IRS, great. But if you have to take that $10,000 out of your IRA, you lose some of the benefit of converting. Number 5. How does the conversion process actually work? The process is fairly straightforward. First, you tell your IRA or 401k provider you want to do a Roth conversion. Then the money is transferred directly into a Roth IRA. Important detail: the amount you convert is added to your taxable income for that year. So if you earn $60,000 at your job and you convert $20,000, your taxable income becomes $80,000. You'll get a tax form, usually a 1099-R, that reports the conversion. You then pay the taxes when you file your tax return. Example: you convert $20,000 in 2025. Your provider sends you a 1099-R showing that $20,000 was distributed from your IRA. You include that as income on your tax return, and the IRS expects the tax. Number 6. Should you convert all at once or in pieces? This is one of the most common questions beginners ask. You don't have to convert everything at once. In fact, many people spread their conversions over several years. That way, they can stay in lower tax brackets and avoid paying too much tax at once. Example: instead of converting $100,000 all in 1 year, you might convert $20,000 each year for 5 years. This keeps you in a manageable tax bracket and avoids a giant one-time tax bill. Number 7. How do Roth conversions affect Social Security and Medicare? This is a detail many people overlook. Conversions can raise your taxable income, and that can affect how much of your Social Security is taxed. It can also push your income high enough to trigger higher Medicare premiums. Example: imagine you're 67, receiving Social Security, and decide to convert $30,000. That extra income could make up to 85% of your Social Security taxable. And if your income crosses certain thresholds, your Medicare Part B premiums could jump as well. This doesn't mean conversions are bad. It just means you need to plan carefully and maybe convert before you start Social Security or Medicare. Number 8. What about leaving money to your kids? Roth IRAs can be powerful tools for estate planning. When you leave a Roth IRA to your heirs, they will eventually have to take distributions. But those distributions are tax-free. Example: if you pass away and leave your child a $200,000 Roth IRA, your child can withdraw the money tax-free over 10 years. That could be a big relief compared to inheriting a traditional IRA where every dollar is taxed as income. Number 9. Are there limits or rules on conversions? Here's the good news. There is no limit to how much you can convert in a given year. You could convert $5,000 or $500,000. The only limit is your willingness and ability to pay the taxes. But once you convert, you cannot undo it. Years ago, you could recharacterize or reverse a conversion. That rule is gone. Once the money is in the Roth, it stays there. Number 10. How do you decide if it's right for you? This is the million-dollar question. A Roth IRA conversion is not automatically good or bad. It depends on your situation. If you are in a low tax bracket now, expect higher taxes later, and have outside money to pay the tax bill, a conversion could be a smart move. If you are in a high tax bracket now, close to retirement, and don't have cash to cover taxes, it might not be the best choice. Example: a couple in their mid-50s, earning $60,000 combined, could benefit from small yearly conversions to lock in today's low rates. But a single person earning $150,000 at age 64 might not benefit much from a conversion. Number 11. What are some strategies to maximize a Roth conversion? Strategy 1. Time it for years with lower income. Maybe after retirement, but before Social Security. Strategy 2. Do partial conversions to fill up lower tax brackets without jumping into higher ones. Strategy 3. Use market downturns to your advantage. If your investments drop in value, you can convert while the balance is lower. Then, when the market recovers, the growth happens inside the Roth, tax-free. Example: your IRA drops from $100,000 to $80,000 during a market dip. You convert $80,000 to a Roth. A year later, it rebounds to $100,000. That $20,000 of growth is now tax-free forever. Number 12. How does age impact Roth IRA conversions? Your age can play a big role in whether a conversion makes sense. Younger investors often benefit the most because their money has more years to grow tax-free. Older investors can still benefit, but the shorter time horizon means the tax-free growth might not fully outweigh the upfront tax bill. Example: a 30-year-old who converts $10,000 now and lets it grow at an average of 7% annually could end up with over $75,000 by age 65, all tax-free. A 65-year-old converting the same $10,000 has less time for the money to grow, so the benefit is smaller. Number 13. How do state taxes affect Roth IRA conversions? Federal taxes are only part of the story. Some states tax IRA conversions, while others do not tax retirement income at all. Where you live now and where you plan to retire can make a huge difference. Example: if you live in California and convert $50,000, you'll owe federal taxes plus California state taxes. But if you move to Florida, which has no state income tax, before converting, you only pay the federal tax. Number 14. Can Roth conversions help with early retirement? If you plan to retire before 59 and a half, Roth conversions can be a smart tool. Normally, taking money out of a traditional IRA before that age comes with penalties. But if you do conversions in your 40s or 50s and then wait 5 years, you can withdraw the converted amounts without penalty. This is called the Roth IRA 5-year rule. Example: if you convert $20,000 at age 45, you can access that $20,000 at age 50 without penalty, giving you flexibility for early retirement income. Number 15. What is the 5-year rule for Roth conversions? Each conversion has its own 5-year clock. This means if you convert money in 2025, you cannot withdraw those converted dollars penalty-free until 2030. The 5-year rule helps prevent people from using conversions as a quick way to dodge penalties on early withdrawals. Example: you convert $10,000 in 2025 and another $10,000 in 2026. The 2025 money is penalty-free by 2030, while the 2026 money is penalty-free by 2031. Number 16. How does a Roth conversion affect financial aid for college? This one surprises many parents. A Roth conversion counts as income on your tax return, and that income can affect the FAFSA form for your child's financial aid. If your kid is applying to college soon, a big conversion could reduce the amount of aid they qualify for. Example: you convert $40,000 in the same year your child applies for aid. That $40,000 shows up as income and could reduce the amount of need-based financial aid they receive. Number 17. How does a Roth conversion impact charitable giving? If you are charitably inclined, it might be smarter to leave traditional IRA money to charity. That is because charities don't pay income tax on IRA withdrawals. Converting to Roth and paying taxes first may not be necessary if your goal is to donate. Example: if you plan to leave $100,000 to your favorite charity, you could leave it in your traditional IRA. The charity gets the full $100,000 tax-free. If you converted, you'd pay the tax first, reducing the gift. Number 18. Can Roth conversions help during market downturns? Yes, market downturns are often the perfect time. When the market drops, your IRA balance shrinks. Converting during that dip means you pay taxes on the lower amount, and when the market recovers, all that rebound growth happens inside the Roth, tax-free. Example: your traditional IRA drops from $200,000 to $150,000 during a market crash. You convert $150,000. A few years later, it bounces back to $200,000, and that $50,000 of growth is tax-free forever. Number 19. How do Roth conversions interact with tax credits? Conversions increase your income, which can reduce or eliminate valuable tax credits. Credits like the child tax credit or the earned income credit are based on your income level. A big conversion might push you over the income limit. Example: you qualify for a $2,000 child tax credit, but after converting $30,000, your income is too high, and you lose the credit. That makes the conversion more expensive than expected. Number 20. Can small yearly conversions still make a big difference? Yes, even small conversions add up over time. Converting a few $1,000s each year can slowly build a large tax-free Roth account. This strategy is especially powerful for people who want to avoid required minimum distributions later. Example: you convert just $5,000 a year for 10 years. That's $50,000 moved into a Roth. With growth, it could easily double by retirement, all tax-free. The big question still hanging in the air is this: should you pay some tax now to enjoy tax-free income later, or should you wait and possibly pay more in the future? That is the puzzle every investor has to solve. Your Roth IRA decision could shape your retirement lifestyle, your tax bill, and even what you leave behind for your family. So, what do you think? Would you rather pay the tax now and enjoy tax-free withdrawals later, or keep your money growing and deal with taxes when you retire? Share your thoughts in the comments below.